See, who else do we find that's been rejected by everybody? And when we say rejected, we mean you're not allowed to really build your own. Every time you build your own, they find some reason why you shouldn't have that. The only thing they don't contest is you having a job. And when they get tired of you on that, they fire you. We can find no other persons fitting this description in these last days. And you got people on the street who don't live under religious instruction. They believe we in the last day. So the people you hang out with, they say they believe in Allah, but they don't believe in the last day. They won't teach on the last day. Because they think this is going to keep going on. We believe in the resurrection of the righteous. It should be borne in mind, if you get the book, The Religion of Islam, and the minister used to tell us this over and over again, in these years that he has been rebuilding the work of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, said, stop spending your money on foolishness and take a few dollars out and purchase this book by Maulana Muhammad Ali, the same author of the Quran that we have. The Religion of Islam says it should be borne in mind that on many occasions when the Quran speaks of the dead, it means those who are spiritually dead, and by giving life to them, it means bringing about a spiritual awakening in them. That's called life. As for example, is he who was dead, then we raised him to life. We raised him to life and made for him a light by which he walks. That's a teaching. See, we were given supreme wisdom from the first scientists in cryptic language and formulas. The minister told me one day, we were sitting here in Philadelphia, he said, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's love for his teacher, he went into that formula and pulled out a body of knowledge. That's why the teaching is credited to him. He taught us whatever he was teaching us, he got from this man who came. That's right. And so it came about that I asked the minister, why isn't it called the life-giving teachings of Master Farad Muhammad? Since he learned everything from this man. He said, yeah, it's a good question, but he said the Master Farad Muhammad spoke in math and formulas. Huh? But Elijah Muhammad went into the formula and pulled out a body of knowledge. That's why you got Message to the Black Man, How to Eat, Fall of America. Our Savior Has Arrived. How to Eat to Live, book 1 and 2. He put on the cover of that book as taught to me by God himself. So he got that directly on the diet. Even though the hog and some others are mentioned in the lessons. But look at this. We got him a light by which he can walk among the people like him whose likeness is that of one who's in darkness and can't come forth. Here clearly the dead he's one, and he is who is seen spiritually dead, but God's raising him to life is giving him the life spiritual. And last but not least, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan teaches us that the resurrection of the dead is not talking about people in the physical cemetery. Now don't say, well, we know that. I've seen preachers talk about people going to get up out of the graves. It's going to be a happy day. I mean, because it's there in the Bible. Why wouldn't they say it? I'm not trying to make fun of them, but I'm just saying it's there. Thriller was one of the most popular videos ever done that Michael Jackson did. You ever seen Thriller? Yeah, these people got up from the grave. Now that looked like a frightening experience to me. It'd be hard for you to fish me into a meeting. and you looking like that. You. But that's what we were describing. Well, anyway, the minister said it's not about a cemetery. I mean, we're the term that's used about the cemetery is something we should really understand and pay attention to. I've lost loved ones, but my love for the loved one don't make me say, well, let's dress the body up and keep it right here in the house. Has anybody who loved somebody kept somebody just in the house? See? No. So we try to honor them by taking them and having a decent burial and remembrance of them. But you don't keep someone dead laying around. So when you got eyes and can't see, ears but can't hear, and the tongue, and you're spiritually and morally dead, how long people gonna want to keep you around? See, what motivated the minister, a motivation that took place long before the Million Man March took place, maybe 7 years or so. We started a campaign going to every city with the Stop the Killing tour. And he promised us if we didn't change our behavior, which was a death-like behavior, that ultimately the armies would be coming in. Now, not only are they didn't just send some troops over here and there, they pressing the courts. And they ready to press the Supreme Court, let us send the armies in. And they don't read Miranda rights. They search and destroy. Are you following? Because we were too lazy to police our own children. So now they're running rampant in the street. They about to gun them down. You can't tell them they ain't big #1 gangsters. But they don't know this man is the real killer. He's the real deal. And when he comes on the street, they're not going to be playing when they get here. And God help that somebody does something and harms just one of them. And they put them soldiers on alert. Believe me, it will be a lot different. In 1968, when the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated in Memphis, I was in Chicago, and I remember Mayor Richard J. Daley told the police before the National Guard came in, shoot to kill. So they didn't even try to wound people in Chicago, and blacks were so upset with uncontrollable energy and angry, they were ready to tear down everything, because when you live in an environment and you don't own it, you're not the one that gives the directives how life is going to go here. When you live somewhere and somebody else got their hand in it, that's why the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said he's not just Yaqub's grafted devil. He's not just the white man. He put in the lesson, he's the skunk of the planet Earth. Not to be derogatory, but the skunk is the only creature that we know of whose presence is not needed for you to know that it's been there and done its work. Are you following? So don't let somebody trap you. The white man ain't here. He ain't the one doing the shooting over here and here and there. And there. Show me the black gun manufacturing firm. There's not one on earth. But black men got guns. And the white man that's over him said, we can't find the guns. But any book that'll put light in your mind, they got a campaign now to go in and they can find the books that they don't want, but they can't find the guns. Come on, somebody. He says, well, what is meant by the resurrection of the dead? The Holy Quran says they have eyes, but they can't see, ears, but they can't hear. And they have tongues, but they can't speak. They are blind, deaf, and dumb. And so Last but not least, I thought I had it. It must have stopped. Okay. There it goes. The old world must be removed, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, to make way for a new world. Now, this is what's going on right now, so pay attention. There is to accept a new world, you have to come to a new consciousness. There is a universal struggle being waged by the old world against the beginning of the new world. If the struggle is universal, and you read in the lessons where the devil is now in every part of the planet Earth, so he must be removed from every part of the planet. That's universal. So after the Million Man March, the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, the Spirit led him to get up and go overseas, and he went on a friendship tour. And guess what we found out? We got more friends than the American government got. Because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad told him, brother, Master Farad Muhammad has gone ahead of you. Somebody that the white man said is dead. He don't have a death certificate. He's still asking us, then where is he? But the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is telling the minister, he's still here. He went over and made some friends for you. All we know is that the minister went before people that he had never sat with before, and he had love and he had friends. So while people were supposed to be his friend and turning against him over here, we were supposed to have friends. And I've seen them turn on us, and we sitting having, everything with them, and you ought to be over here where we are. And the man stood up and said, I can't follow a God who just came in 1934. I said, hell, at least our God showed up. You still calling on a mystery God. You ain't got an answer yet. Only reason we wasn't entertaining this one, he had not come yet. And by him not coming, we were lost in the one you were showing us. Now it's a new world coming. Will the old world's opposition prevent the establishment of a new world? Why would you let opposition be here, Allah? Because struggle is ordained. If you don't struggle, what Allah has put in you can never come out. And the minister told us, after the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, we fell for Arab scholarship. You ever read some of Arab scholarship? It's mystic and everything. Some of it's real divine. I mean, it can pull you. But scholarship ain't what saves us. We need a God who got the power to save us. So you can run after that scholarship, but then it'll just razzle dazzle you, and you be walking around. You got beard. You're looking. The minister said we got weak as soon as we changed God. Weakness is reflected in a sparsely attended FOIMGT class, a sparsely attended mosque. Fewer papers on the street with the truth of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad going out. All of that represents weakness. Get back to the right God and strength will come back. And you got to fight for that every day. I'm talking about up here in your thoughts and everything. So they're going to fail with trying to stop this next world. And finally, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan tells us right at the beginning of our study guide, the resurrection is that process that begins with the self-accusing spirit. You can't start doing a whole lot of good till you stop doing evil. Does that make sense? Yes, sir. So the first thing you got to do, and you're not going to stop doing evil till you accuse yourself of it. You know what? I need to stop doing it. I need to stop doing this. You don't like something? You don't, yeah, that's right. Somebody said change it. I love that. But then get away from it till you do like it. Don't stay in something that every day you're in it, you're growing more and more dislike for it and the people that's in it. Then pretty soon you turn against it. That's your own soul going. You come out better saying, you know what? I'm having a problem with it. I'm stepping off. I'm just telling them, you come out better, because if Allah is going to reach down to some people who have done no good and save them, you got better chance. But you ain't you throwing away every chance to stay in a house and try to tear it down. That God is guiding servants to try to build up. And that's any house of God. That's any community of people who are gathering to make their life better, and you fighting against them making their life better. You'd be better getting out there and just let your life become worse than to try to make their life worse in your own disappointment. See, this creature is disappointed. And you can't look at, he been given a respite for 6 days. That was his time. So in his time, I don't care how gallant the uprisings have been with people of color, nobody has been able to put the white man down. But once his time was over in 1914, now the Bandung Conference takes place. Muslims and Africans and everyone is meeting. Now, before the Bandung Conference, there was the Berlin Conference. And at the Berlin Conference, only the white Europeans were meeting. None of the darker people on the planet were invited to that meeting. And they colonized Africa and carved it up, right? But then the Bandung Conference takes place in the 1950s, and no white people was allowed. Oh, and the white man raised a fuss. This is racism in reverse, and nothing but no good could come from this. But the meetings we were kept out of, no good came from them either. So the self-accusing spirit, and this doesn't end until we become one in perfect harmony or peace with Allah and his creation. If we desire, look what he said, if we desire to stay alive spiritually, just that's telling you that just because you come to spiritual life, you ain't guaranteed to stay alive. You got to fight for this life. So if you want to stay alive spiritually, we must never steal the voice of Allah from within. That means there's a communication that will lead you right, even though Satan is waiting on the straight path, whispering to you and trying to take you to get off of the straight path. You got help. You got help, but you got to heed the help that you're getting. We must protect it.
That's right.
Get on post. Protect what's true and right. And protect what's good. And stop giving in to what's evil and only making you worse. When you lose sight of what you're doing, as those that turn against the minister, and I've seen the man, poison, you can't have a chalice of poison, and because you got it against somebody, you drink the poison thinking the other person gonna die. That's the insanity that sets in. You're destroying yourself. For in our moral awakening, it is the best friend we have, for it is Allah God working inside of us. That's why he said, let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ Jesus. Thank you for listening. Assalamu alaikum. So we thank you all for being out with us today. And Brother Joseph's going to come up to make a few announcements and some things we want to attend to for our spiritual gathering. This is a busy month for us. And so I'm making an appeal to all of you to reach out to someone and bring them with you on the 19th so we can hear from our headquarters. Now, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has made it clear that Allah has closed his mouth. And by him not speaking, as he speaks to Brother Ishmael, who will communicate with us, we'll be hearing from the minister. Right. That's right. And he's not going to be among us. Hard to say it, but he's not going to be among us forever. We will be tested. And guess what? The greatest test is his absence. That may be taken for granted. This period that he has not spoken is a good test run for us of how we might be in his absence. I mean, so much mercy and grace is being shown to us, because if he just went and you weren't prepared for it at all, everybody will be making something out of what the disappearance is. And I can tell you, no good will come out of the guesswork. Don't let numbers deceive us. That's right. As the Quran say, let not their control in the land deceive thee. If it ain't but 3 of us here, if Allah is here with us, we are the majority. Because if it's about numbers, then hell, we shouldn't even got started. There's billions of people on the planet, and everybody's running toward foolishness. The stadium where the Eagles play seats 69,000 people. Not an empty seat in there when they playing. But we were taught this is a world of what? Sport and play. But we've been taught to believe not in sport or play, believe in Allah and what? The last day. So we in the last day where sport and play is going to have dominance over the mind of the people, and our God is not finished. There will be a demonstration in the earth that'll make you forget about sport and play. He intends to make himself known. You're going to pay attention to him before this is over. And so will I. And that's what the resurrection is about. Waking up, and we ain't finished waking up. We just got up yesterday. That's why you ever been up and said, you know what, I'm going to lay back down and get me a 15 more minutes. That's what we doing now. We just waking up, and some of us have gone back to sleep, and it looked like we haven't been able to get back up. And if you sleep, you in a dream world. The white man is going to eventually change his mind about us. And everything's going to be all right. And you're in a dream world. The prophets of God tried to reform him, the lesson says. And they failed to reform him because he's 100% wicked. What does that mean? He just won't keep and obey the law of Islam. We could work with him and everybody else if we could all just live and obey the law of Islam. You don't even have to come here. You don't have to have a Quran or anything, but you could obey these laws, because these laws started before the Quran was revealed. That's right. So if we could return to something like that. And the minister said this, he said, You know, mutual respect is all that's needed to make a great nation. See, Trump is around saying make America great again, but the minister said if we had mutual respect for each other, that's enough to make a great nation. Thank you.
Let's keep that applause going for our Delaware Valley Student Regional Minister, Rodney Muhammad. Yeah, family, our time has been well spent. Is anyone out for the first time today? Second time, third time? Career time? Okay. Praise be to Allah. So, dear family, that being said, that's one of the three questions. And the next question would be that how many of us believe that what we heard today is true and good for our people and all of fallen humanity by show of hands? Unanimous decision. And if you didn't raise your hand, I saw it in your mind, so all praise is due to Allah. So with that, family, let us move right ahead. We'll move right to our public Elijah Muhammad. And if you continue to do that in Allah's own good time, he will allow you to be able to give whatever it is that you would like to give. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad told us in our history of him coming into the nation, he said that when Master Fard Muhammad asked him to give, all he had was one thin dime in his pocket, and he gave his last dime. And he said that after that, Allah blessed him with so many dimes he couldn't even count them. Isn't that beautiful?
Yes, sir.
Well, we're walking in those same shoes. So every time you give, you're not giving it away. You're actually giving it back to yourself, because Allah doesn't lie. So whenever you give to me and my man, I'm going to give to you sevenfold, maybe tenfold. All praise is due to Allah. So, dear family, to all who are able to give and of your time, we applaud you. Praise be to Allah. Your time has been very well spent. Thank you for sharing it to hear the life-giving teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. We have several announcements. We'll make those, and immediately thereafter, we'll close with prayer. And this is our weekly announcements. We want to celebrate the accomplishments of our youth and believing body as a whole. If you have any updates or information about the prosperity of our youth and believing body, please supply that information to the Secretarial Department. Next, Accept Your Own Initiative is underway. Believers, check in with your lieutenants to receive your instructions regarding this initiative. Dear first-time guests and repeat guests, please be encouraged to bring your friends and family to attend as you attend. And next, dear family, mark your calendars, October the 16th, the 30th anniversary of the historic Million Man March, or as we in the Nation of Islam revere it as the Holy Day of Atonement. Several events are intended to magnify this momentous occasion. Continue to check your email and social media for these important updates. And if you're not currently receiving correspondence via email, see the Ministry of Information and provide your information to that information department, the Secretarial Department, and you can be abreast of all upcoming events in our nation. And today we have the dinner sales. If you haven't placed your order already, or if you would like to place another one, the entrees are teriyaki braised chicken, flavorful fried fish, and the sides are delectable green beans, cabbage, and glazed carrots. Desserts, beverages are also available for purchase. If all hearts and minds are at ease, that concludes our announcements for this week. If your hearts and minds are at ease, please let us all stand for prayer. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, the one God to whom all praise is due, the Lord of the worlds, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, Master of the day of judgment in which we now live, Thee alone do we serve, and Thee alone do we beseech for aid. O Allah, guide us on the straight path, the path of those upon whom Thou hast bestowed favors, not the path of those upon whom Thy wrath is brought down, and nor of those who go astray after hearing Thy teaching. Say He, Allah is one. Allah is He upon whom we all depend. He neither beget, nor is He begotten, and there is none like Him. I bear witness that none deserves to be served or worshipped besides Allah, who appears to us in the personage of Master W. Farad Muhammad. We're eternally grateful to him for giving to us his wise choice in the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. And to the two of them, if we lived 1,000 years, we can